Up, everybody. Welcome to the 11th of June 2026 live stream. We're going to be playing some Afterimage today, and depending on how much time we have as well, we might do a Soten rando seed. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. The marathon run's coming up. It's on Sunday, so just in a few days. Check the information from the bot command, !marathon 2. Should be replying shortly. Hey, what's up, Bravo? Thanks for the lux. Oh, yeah. Why is it not? Okay, there we go. All right, let's begin right away. Hey, thanks, Savinov. What's up? Just savvy? Okay, got it. Let me know if I'm saying that incorrectly. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, it was a good pattern. It's just I messed up the reel back state. Hey, what's up? Nice streams. Thank you. Cheating. Yeah, that was not good. Yeah, this game is just underrated in general. A lot of folks I've seen on RSS Metrovania write this game off. I think it's a good game in all the ways that I consider important. Certainly a lot of flaws as well, but what game has no flaws? Mio, depending on who you ask. Clean. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's tough though, dude. Like I'm gonna lose time in the split because, you know, simple mistakes are just so costly in time. And I'm also gonna lose time to getting hit to that knife thrower, sadly. That dash slide is unbelievably tight. We're gonna save back a little bit of time because of that fight, but I think we'll lose time overall still. Never forget your first time playing this game, wish you could relive it? Same, dude, yeah. Exact same over here. Thank you. Yeah, that was very awkward. It just sucks missing a dash up to a ledge. Yeah, I wish I could also relive playing this game the first time. I can't tell you guys like how mind blown I was exploring Emerald Falls. Like that's when I knew, I think, this game was going to be like one of my favorites ever. Just unraveling that area and realizing how much scope the game had and how much things opened up and like, you know, how much freedom there is to explore properly like a Metroidvania should be. Just awesome. It's too bad the devs seem to have given up on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes me wish I streamed more often at that time. Because at that time, when I first played this game, I wasn't really streaming that much. So most of my playthrough was not archived. Like, I think only a little bit from like the first time I was in Town of the Exiled maybe is archived. Because I streamed that part. But unfortunately, most of the game I played offline. Yeah. I mean, I think part of it too, the devs made the mistake of trying to do simultaneous releases on all platforms. Bruh, what pattern is this? Okay, just teleport to the middle already. Oh my goodness, dude. We're gonna lose so much time. Good survival practice, but like this run is just so dead. Ugh. We're not resetting though for marathon practice, so it's not a big deal. But yeah. But yeah, part of the reason they had to do so many fixes is that doing simultaneous releases on all platforms for your first big first big release as a team is a pretty large undertaking. And they experienced that the hard way. Or they learned that the hard way, rather. Oh, it's so hot today. Over here it got to 99 degrees. And it got even warmer in other parts of the bay, so... Yikes. I wasn't planning on streaming today initially, but I decided against going outside, so I was like, alright, might as well stream. Yeah, I was curious to hear why you think so. Like, I don't know much about the original version of the game, so like, what made it for you like more enjoyable? Let me... I haven't gotten Gata in a while. Let me just get it to remember how to get to it. I mean, I'll be fine in the marathon, but, you know, it's non-trivial. Something like that. That isn't one shot? Wow. Okay, that's probably lucky. That's probably a random roll. I doubt that that's reliable. You should be able to dash for that enemy, but sometimes it reloads, sometimes it doesn't. So it's pretty funny. 1 HP in a dream, for real. I think that was literal 1 HP, yeah. Oh, the map unfogging at save points. I thought that was before launch. I did hear about that, but I thought that was like a demo version. I didn't know that that was the launch version. That's crazy. I don't know if I agree with you on that one, based on playing Hollow Knight and games inspired by Hollow Knight. To me, that sounds like it's good that they changed that. No dash until Rainbow Boss sounds awful. Oh my goodness. No fast travel until Teardrop. Yeah, I remember about that. Yeah, to me the changes they made sound like a good thing. Yeah, when you booted 1.0 and only had backdash, yeah, that's kind of a terrible egoism to try to adopt. And by the way, I love Igavania's, I love Igarashi's games, but I am not defending backwards movement being the fastest movement. Kind of unnecessary. Yeah, Lamella Warrior given forward dash. Yeah. Also, I need a... Forgot what the route is. It's okay. I guess I need to hit it on the way up, sadly. Come on. I just hate using the blade. Unless it's for exactly combat. Still your favorite Metroidvania ever? Yeah, it's awesome to hear. Yeah, yeah, the backdash at the start thing is certainly like so an inspiration. Unlock forward dash, yeah. I'm guessing because forward dash gives you air dash, whereas you can't like air backdash, you know. I guess that's the rationale. Dude, I hate doing this pogo. It doesn't feel stable the first time. Thank you for giving me the correct drop this time. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's surprisingly annoying to stand in the right spot for getting those dues immediately. Ugh. The thing is, a lot of people get to Lamellar Warrior in like 1 to 2 hours, so you don't want to like have them just endure a walking simulator basically for that long. Like, you'd be surprised at how long it takes some people to get to Lamellar Warrior, because there's like various parts to explore by that point, you know. Probably should not save these splits, to be honest. We'll not reset the run, but I'm not gonna save these splits. Gonna mess up the average. Yeah, I don't like the idea that, you know, a basic movement option, which in a Metroidvania, you're going to be exploring, right? A lot of the times not knowing where you're going. So I think it's important to have good movement options that let the exploration be cut down to a reasonable degree, you know? And I think starting with the dash, if you're going to start with the back dash, you literally might as well start with the dash. Like, there's no reason not to just have it, in my opinion. I don't remember what else we get here. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should just do this part of the menu partially here. I don't know if it's worth it though, because I'm gonna still have to equip Moonshadow Robe later. Yep, I did that thing again, so I guess I just have to play around it. Nope, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Dodge the undodgeable attack? Yeah, yeah. I guess you just gotta stand at a spacing that plays around it, which is unfortunate, but there's not really much else you can do. And I killed him just before he did the time-wasting attack. Gotta preempt it? Yeah. My favorite area? Probably Sky Palace. Oh, why am I going this way? It's not my favorite area to be in, but it's my favorite area to look at, I guess. Like, just beauty-wise. Yeah, I get what you mean casually speaking. I mean, I wouldn't have a favorite speedrunning speaking area. All the areas are kind of garbage to be in the speedrun after you get past like the first couple. At least not advanced difficulty, which is what I'm used to at this point. This run is really bad. Slender. Hey, the most dedicated fans are also the ones that will express their distaste for things the most passionately. Oh no, now I'm in Insert Anywhere here. Yeah. You guys should hear me when I'm doing blind playthroughs of a lot of these games lately. I'll just be like, oh, this area sucks. And it's just like some baby game. Woman open a chest? Yeah, it's like a tiny optimization, but it does save a little bit of time. Both is the best area. The Misty Waters. Okay, what's like an actual favorite area? Okay, Sky Palace would be my favorite area to look at, but like, what's my favorite area to be in where like the vibes are like immaculate? I mean, Field of Hydra has my favorite music, but it has no enemies, so it's like, it feels weird to call it my favorite. Man, this is tough. Goliath Fall's pretty cool, but I don't know if I would say that's my favorite either. I guess just Emerald Falls, because that was the area that made me fall in love with the game. But I don't like the enemies in Emerald Falls, so that also feels weird to say. Did the streamer even like the game? What? Why did YouTube hold that for review? That's so weird. Some of the stuff it lets through and then it held that for review. You didn't even say anything bad, so I'm not sure why. Albedo Tower is the most cool area with the worst enemies. For real. For real. The truth right there. Owl, you've always found to be a cool character. Yeah, yeah. Oh, the stun lock. Too bad she's too far from the corner. Yeah, you're supposed to learn that she's female from reading the item description. Yeah. Because they otherwise don't really explain anything about her lore. Like, you just kind of walk into her boss arena and then you have to fight her. No background. Thank you. Yeah, the first phase was fine. Second phase was not too good, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, honestly, if you first play this game, if you first played this game after they added the difficulty update, like, I'm sure all the complaints I have about these areas are probably strange, but rest assured, they were valid at one point. We need to get normal attack. Yeah, okay, it's not worth doing that longer menu earlier. Because we can't get everything in the talent point menu that we would want to get, so I feel like it's a waste of time. Are talents a waste of time in general? The answer may surprise you. What are you talking about? Which weapon? Oh, you're talking about Valo. Yeah. What's up, Azuark? What is that answer? Wait, what? did I say something? Talent's useless. Oh. No comment. Okay, fine. They're not useless, but are they worth the time investment? You know? Only a few of them are. Oh wow, no, the hypnotic orb is expensive. 1300? I thought it was like only a couple hundred. Well, that's 10 hundreds. And then some. Only Ducat is important? Yeah. Pretty useful for getting the Halo of Genesis. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, the devs don't even tell you how many you need. They're just like, yeah, keep playing the game. Come back when you've gone through enough of the game. Yeah, it's funny you say that, Nice Streams. So many reviews of the game that I've seen on Steam are people complaining that the talents are so useless and they give you only incremental increases and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, these people don't know. But if you're just talking about time costs, then yeah, okay, fine. You have a point. But those people are not taking speedrun time into consideration, I'm sure, when they're writing that review, so. Stanley charged 1,300 dues, that's 130 tens, and that's terrible. Yeah. Something is in the game. Are we really breaking it? Or are we just using the features? Yeah, exactly. We're just using the features. Correct. Absolutely. I mean, the devs knew about... I've said this numerous times. The devs knew about crouch canceling. I've seen them say that they knew about it. And that was before the game even released. So they left it in. They could have patched it very easily along with some other things, but they left it in. I mean, they've not really patched any notable speedrun stuff except for the Valo. The Valo bug. The Valo phase skip. Rest in peace. '07s. Oh, nice pattern. Let's go. Nah, I landed pretty late, though. Not ideal. Bruh, the crit ate my dive kick, legit. Like, actually ate my dive kick input. Oh, that was pretty good. Tough boss the first time? Yeah, he's definitely meant to be. I think the devs alluded to the fact that he's like a Dracula equivalent. Both in posture and in his function in the game, I suppose. Not in the story, but just like the game itself. He's definitely an important boss. Whoa, I actually missed a lot. Okay. I didn't miss as much as I thought, but I'm just going back to get them just in case. This pattern so early is crazy. I don't know if it's gonna be a gold. Oh no, it is still. Wow. Well, just be lucky. Just get that pattern immediately. I'm not sure how to feel about that one. Yeah, that was a really kind pattern. Yeah, I'll take it though. 3-second gold. Scorcher bosses are tough. Yeah. I fought Brander in Field of Pyro, so I didn't have to fight him in Scorchware. There are a few basic bosses and a few marquee bosses. He's up there with Valo. Just give him less credit because he's not part of the 90% run. Yeah. Unfortunately, 90% touches on like not even half the game. Barely even a third of the game, probably. Want a sequel, but no, it won't happen. I mean, it could happen, but I doubt they're gonna do it anytime soon. Let's see how their Sword of Legends game performs, you know? But I'm doubtful. That documentary they had with what's that guy's name? Forgot his name. But there was like a documentary. And yeah, I doubt they're gonna make a new game anytime soon. Like he was cry laughing about never again wanting to make a Metroidvania. I hate the input lockout after the menu. Seem to like lock only directions. Soul Link. Dude, I saw the new Castlevania game is doing the whole Hollow Knight desolate dive. It's tiring, man. Can the indie space escape from the grasp of Hollow Knight? Now where am I going? Ugh. Huh? Excuse me? Man, I died to Flaming Wolf, dude. Dude, I don't know why I didn't get, like, I tried dive kicking off him and apparently I got hit before the dive kick actually bounced. It's crazy. I want to try to do this menu earlier so I don't have to open it up just for this. Yeah, but Castlevania has never had a desolate dive ability as Uark. And there's no reason for Castlevania to have one when it's never had one before, unless, you know, they're just clearly influenced by the most influential Metroidvania nowadays. Mostly done with the game and you'd only done one ending. Want to know where I found all this stuff from the devs? I was once in the devs Discord just for seeing stuff they would say, but unfortunately no longer. I got too frustrated with people saying stupid things at the time. I'm sure it's simmered down now, but I'm not going to rejoin to see if that's the case. Maybe the... Maybe the boots make a difference. Who knows? Oh, this is the wrong one. What stupid things? I don't even remember anymore. It was like, from what I can vaguely recall, it was like related to the exploration that Afterimage has or something. The fact that I've forgotten means I've changed a lot, because if those things had happened like even a couple months ago, I would remember that, but I don't remember anymore. Okay. It's supposed to despawn the bird, but I guess the game decided not to. No, it's not because of profanity words. Dude, I bonked, so I'm gonna miss the cycle. That was indicative of the best cycle that was about to happen, but I mean it was still okay, but we lost time because of waiting for the other laser. That was pretty close. Close to having to fight that boss. Actually, not sure if you have to tap the confluence to be able to switch after images. I'll check that later. I'm not sure what I'll check it with. Yeah, the big thing with that boss, you just can't cancel the air attacks too quickly. Otherwise you're missing out on like a lot of damage, which, you know, the longer that boss fight goes, the less stable it is, especially after the enemy gets spawned. Forgot to put this on. Do I have a backup? I'll just have to reload from the gauntlet save. Fight it? I don't know how to fight that boss, so I would make myself look like a fool. Man, the farms have been so bad lately. All bosses. Cam was talking about looking into it. I feel like it'd be too long for restricted, but for unrestricted, that could be interesting, potentially. It's Trial of Soul. Okay, yeah, I think we'd have to probably specify that you have to kill the bosses in the main game. Because, yeah, otherwise that would be a thing. Yeah, unrestricted all bosses. No anemogrim. Get up there, please, Renee. Could that guy be in a more convenient spot so I don't have to go all the way up Grand Archives? Well, for unrestricted, you still melt every boss because the weapon fluttering, which I guess isn't documented well right now, but yeah, that is a thing still. Like I was VA. More like the Anemo glyph could be in a more convenient location. Yeah, that's also true. Or more like the devs could have just not made Anemo glyph required. So we could just go to Agus and a kill straight away and then finish the game. That'd be so much easier. Oh, where am I? Interesting out of bounds ratting too. Yeah. Oh, though. What in the world is this? Like, this spot is so weird. I get locked out of my inputs almost every time. Like, as I'm jumping from here. That just might be like just a straight up bug that occurs at that spot when you reload from a tree. It's like consistently getting locked out. It's not even because of my sub weapon. I need to switch the weapon. Like, the stamina value doesn't look right. Why'd you go over there, silly head? Okay, nice. I don't think I can get one shot by anything, so I'm not gonna heal yet. Nice level up. Okay. Get me out of there. Get me out of there. Bruh. That was almost good, and then I had to heal way more than I wanted to. Still gold by 1 second. This fight could be way more optimized, by the way. I'm just kind of vibing it out at this point because the soft lock that happened, that spooked me for all eternity. So I'm not trying to do anything too fancy over here. I'm just trying to finish the run. It's sad that you specifically have to have this cutscene play out to get the door to open. Like, I don't know why they just didn't have it open after the boss dies, so that that soft lock can't happen. Thank you, Robbo. Better run than most of my runs recently. But still pretty sad overall. 2.5 minutes behind. Well, I mean, given that we got all those backups, I guess it's not that bad, but the farms were bad. Thank you, Savvy. Let's see. Thanks, nice streams. Wonder if it's because some kind of transition point between areas, and during the transition it eats inputs for a few frames. Yeah. Oh, there's similar areas where that often happens. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah. It's so frustrating because I'm trying to dash and then I always end up falling off the platform. Grabbed gated a bunch of extra potions. Yeah. I was trying to get all the ones I would get in the marathon. So yeah, given that we did all that, like, this is a good time. It's literally better than my times lately, even with all the extra stuff. I was gonna check something. Oh yeah. Yeah, let me check this right now. I think I have to check it out to go to the main confluence, which is here. Oh yeah, died to Flaming Wolf. That's true, yeah. I feel comfortable with the PS4 controller for this game, yeah. Okay, thank you for giving me this checkpoint. Oh my goodness. Oh, these things spin so fast. I just want to go. Oh, you can. Okay. Well, I guess we just remove the albedo tower split or not tower. What is it called? No, yeah, albedo tower. We just remove that split if I'm feeling confident that I won't die to another feather. Yeah, I remember you recommending it before. I did get a chance to try it, and I still like this controller more. All right. Give me one moment before the next run starts. I'll be right back. Where's my mouse? Come on. Be back in a quick sec. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, my previous shirt is drenched because it's so hot. So I need to change shirts. Alright. This had a gold. I guess I'll save it. Thanks. Yeah, it's crazy how long these runs take. Even with how optimized things are now. There's still a lot of room for improvement, but like it's that's why I'm not super eager to do the world flower. Oh my goodness, Hundo. I can't imagine. I mean, I think for this game, it's reasonable to just make 100% just be all achievements, but some of those achievements are... Yikes. That would take a long time. It's just the RNG involved as well. But maybe routing it would be fun, but actually doing runs, I don't know about that. Oh, you're talking about in the vein of all weapons, armors, accessories. Is that one of the achievements? Maybe bosses? Yeah, I think all bosses is an achievement. Yeah, there need to be like a specific designation for what comprises 100%. Because, you know, there's the idea of like 100% and completionist, right? Completionist, I think, would be too nightmarish, but 100%, depending on the nature of how it's defined, could be more reasonable. And I know that for all achievements, you don't necessarily need to have done all of the game. Did I not jump far enough? I didn't see, I guess. Yeah, for this game, I think the scope is too big, so maybe that's why it would seem less ideal, you know? Double reel back, wow. Hopefully she does pillars then. Okay, good. Yeah, all good endings could be interesting, I guess. But the thing is, Wildflower just requires some of that inherently, you know, so I'm not sure how much different it would be from Wildflower to that extent. Right, yeah. I mean, I think the easiest metric is just all achievements, but I know that all achievements itself doesn't necessarily require you to do everything in the game, like completionist style. Six-hour Afterimage all achievements run, yeah. Oh no, for sure, night streams. I mean, I'm just trying to give an example of something that, you know, or trying to give an example of why it would be tough to, you know, make the determination of what constitutes, like, 100%. In a way that we can all agree upon, you know? Because that's like the easiest thing that the game gives, but is that something that would be necessarily interesting to do, you know? That's like a separate thing. I'm gonna need this level up, otherwise we're dead. We did not get the level up, so I don't think I can make it past here without a glyph. Yeah, I know for Soden, since Soden also doesn't have like a item percentage counter, they have a category called all bosses, all relics, save Richter. But that's also not technically 100%. Because there's a separate, like, but it's not 100%, but it's like, all right, do you really want to do 100% for this category, you know, kind of thing. Or this game, sorry, this game. And there's also like a map completion run that I know is pretty nightmarish as well, so. Oh, because I didn't level up. Okay, that's actually bad. We'll reset. I think we could still get to level 8 by Ows, but it would mess up the stuff before that. No. It's fine to say what you think. Don't worry. I hope it doesn't seem like I'm trying to dismiss what you're saying. I think it's always great to say how you feel. That's what perspectives are all about. Yeah, sorry if that came off as dismissal. all equipment sounds the one that makes the most sense. Yeah, I guess like all item. I guess no. To your point, there is a counter for like when you get the treasure scope of Z, it shows you like the item percentage for each area. I think like whether you've gotten all the dues. I think it includes dues and oh, I have to equip it. I think it's this one. Yeah, this like it shows you like how many items you got in each area. I guess we could use this as like the determining factor. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm glad you understand. Region locked Afterimage. Yeah, I think something like this would probably help for building a 100% run. Like just collect all of this. And then of course, because the unmapped areas like a Negredo Tower and Teardrop don't have such a counter, you just have to collect them and know where they are inherently. It could be interesting if we decide this is the factor. Because this making this be the factor for 100% results in you needing to get all the progression abilities. So at least there's that. And you also have to fight most of the bosses. This could be cool. But yeah. Oh yeah, what was the save file for? I think I was using Guider to farm dues or something. Like every time you get a crit, you let me make sure. Yeah, I think. Oh no, never mind. These are all drop rate stuff. Yeah, I think I was trying to generate dues and then like have this get buffed by it, but yeah. Let me see. I'm just curious. Oh, wrong weapon. Wait, I'm not getting that many dues. Okay, well, I don't know what I was doing then. I'm pretty sure it's for due farming. Also, wow, Guider still hits hard with like max HP effectively. Crazy. Goodbye, Guider. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is why 100% run could be cool, because it's like a category where you can actually use the highest DPS method that we know of, at least. Like all the other categories are too short to even make it worth going out of the way for the Scarlet Reaper. Generate dues, you knew this guy was a villain? Bruh. Okay, I don't know why the game does that. Like, prompts you do want to clear the save even though the save is gone. Unrestricted kind of already does that. Yeah, that's like the only category. I'm not sure if our rules actually forbid the Scarlet Reaper stuff for restricted, because we're forbidding rapid dash canceling as movement. But what if it's used as combat? Is that then fine? I would hope so. Max DPS, what weapon or skill? Well, it is that weapon that you saw. This and with that weapon and that skill, but I don't know what equipment. It probably involves the Radiant Necklace somehow. I think the accessories influence your ability to do damage more than the armor. One gets talents category. Oh, this bird, come on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the descriptions are, it's like classic indie mystery, you know, the same way like Isaac did. They're just focused on the flavor text. Hollow Knight does that too, by the way, but because Hollow Knight's a much bigger player base, like people are able to still figure that kind of thing out. And there's all these reverse engineering tools available, so. I mean, there are for this game too, it's just that because the player base is not as big, not as much research has been able to be done with that type of thing. Yeah, my movement has not been as good today, but it's fine. Nice. It's been a while since I've gotten that. Yeah, no problem, Savvy. Thanks for hanging out. Take care and hope you have a good one. Hidden passives, armor, and accessory not doing what they say. Yeah. That type of thing is a regular occurrence. Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. And there were a lot of things I was trying to ask the devs about, but by then they went MIA this game, so they don't reply to anything anymore. If this game somehow gets like a resurgence, then, you know, maybe one day we can get good information, but we'll have to be satisfied with what we have for now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thankfully they didn't sell out to any, like, you know, big corpo or whatever, or try to implement some, you know, mandatory always online DRM or something like that. Yeah, mess up a cycle a little bit and you lose a lot of time. Yeah, I know, right? Like, field of view is very surprisingly big. And the other thing, too, is, the area that you come back to late game, I think, was handled really well. Because you would think, like, oh, I can just go left to get to the other side of the Goliath Fall, but there's actually, like, it's like its own area, the late game section of field of view that you come back to. It's not just for going to the Goliath Fall, like, there's a bunch of spots to explore. And they do a good job of, like, I think, expanding upon it thematically, to like expanding upon it thematically while not making it feel too disconnected from the rest of field of view that you see. It's a really cool area to explore for sure. Yeah, definitely, yeah. A lot of people complain about this game being too big, but like that's a weird complaint to me. Like if you like the game, why would you not want there to be a lot of content in the game? It's just so weird to me. But obviously if you don't like the game, then I can understand. It seems like a lot of people did not like this game, so. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. It's just like a somewhat vocal minority. Yeah, the split was unfortunate. I didn't lose as much time as I thought, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do that. So slide and then damage boost so that you don't have to like crouch under it again after you take the damage. And that way it also boosts you forward. Afterimage size is one of the things you really like. You actually want it to be bigger. Yeah, I mean in general, if the foundations and the fundamentals of the game are good, and they keep expanding upon that in the right way without, it just being senseless bloat, which I don't think it is in this game, then I think it's wonderful. Like, a lot of these complaints people had about Afterimage, I'm surprised people don't have it about Hollow Knight, but at the end of the day, it's clear a lot of people just like Hollow Knight for those vibes, So, because they like Hollow Knight, which is not, again, nothing wrong with that, but because they like Hollow Knight, they don't really complain about that game's size, but then complain about Afterimage's size, so just odd to me. Like, a game will only start feeling that way, one, if you don't like it, or two, they're actually not doing anything with the extra size, you know? Which I don't think this game necessarily does that, so. This was, yeah. If it's good, you want it to last longer? Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness, that was close. Only game you played in the last few years that felt too long was Silent Hill 2 Remake? Yeah, I've definitely played games like that before. Silent Hill's not a series I'm very familiar with. But, yes, it can certainly happen, even to series that, are well-regarded or renowned. Come on, why are these dash slides missing? Was good but dragged on. Yeah. That's definitely not a good sign. I've not played Silent Hill, no. I'm not a horror game person, so I've not checked it out. Yeah. I don't really play horror games. Dude, oh my goodness. Why does the range not reach? I hate it when this just stays right at the edge of the being outside of your scythe range and then it shoots the undeflectable projectile. There is a way around that, but I'd have to grab the Gata. Maybe I should just grab the Gata as I'm like hitting it. See, sometimes it comes towards you. Oh, you know what? Oh, it wasn't outside my range. It was actually just the loading nonsense. This game is great sometimes. Yeah, I couldn't hit it because it was still loading. Chronos New Dawn? Not heard of that one. Oh, I see. Yeah. I made the mistake of playing Tomb Raider 2013 recently. Like, it was late last year, and never again. It's not a horror game, but it's just way too you know, it's that kind of game. I'm sure you know. Way too mature for my liking. And beyond that, though, was the gameplay. The gameplay was really questionable, to say the least. If you even want to call it gameplay. Unapologetic movie game. Yeah, I don't really have a. I don't have an unpredictable taste, so it'd be pretty easy to guess the kinds of games I'll play and not. Keep missing this lately. I need to come back and practice it. It's not that tight, but it is kind of tight. Definitely such that if I'm missing it this consistently, I need to practice it again. Yeah, for sure. I'll take a look at that after the stream. Thanks for the recommendation. I keep holding jump too long. Like, the height is perfect. It's just the... Yeah. Look at that one. Dash too low. Ah. I'm messing it up in the exact same way. Like, I guess that's consistent, but, you know, it's not ideal. Why did I get a dive kick in front of him? That makes no sense. Yeah, I think survival games could be interesting, but I would have to take a look at the individual ones to know for sure. Like Prey is in the plans, mostly because I already checked out the demo and confirmed that I'm okay with playing it. But yeah. Dude, come on. Thanks, yeah. I hate picking up the shard. It's completely pointless and wastes like multiple seconds. I'm getting hungry, so I might call this as the last run. I wanted to go longer, but hunger is calling, so better satiate that. Bruh. Shard is lore, you must obey. Yeah. Gameplay wise, very disappointing. I'm not a fan of like the collect X number of parts to increase your mana or HP, because then each individual part is nothing until you have 3 of them. Like the whole like Zelda heart piece thing. Not a fan of it. Dread added that as well when previous Metro games didn't have that at all. They added the energy part. It's so lame. Yep. Ow. That was close. Wow, this guy's still 2 shots even with Gata and Exotic Mask. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And the health increase it gives anyway is pretty tiny after you get through. I think it's like, what, 5 or 10 HP or something like that? Which on the original difficulty definitely matters, but on normal difficulty, on what's now called normal difficulty, I should say. But yeah, on normal difficulty, it doesn't matter at all. Normal difficulty just messed up a lot of original ideas of the game. Because they didn't really put effort into it. Looks nice when you get 4, yeah. Give me what? Oh, I didn't equip it. Oh no. I'm like, give me my Moonlight. Is the game broken? But I didn't equip it. It was a user error. Can't blame the devs for that one. Oh, no level up. Oh, that was scary. I don't know if I die at the next hit, so gotta be careful. Dude, where's my level up? Hello? Wow. A little obnoxious. Favorite outfit? I like the gray one. That was the one I had in the file that I opened a bit earlier. Although I also like the what's it called? What the? Oh, my controller disconnected, bruh. That's why I have Bluetooth. Even though I'm plugging it in, because at least it doesn't do that when I like rest it on my lap. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, maybe also the blue one from Trial of Soul. It's one of the Trial of Soul rewards. Maybe that one as well. Still losing time on the split. Originally there wasn't a steering wheel on the boat, really? Do they add that because of all the bugs? That would be funny if so. Nice. Oh, it was just a switch, huh? Interesting. Well, that was a gold? No way. Wow. I didn't feel that good, per se. Hmm. I mean, it was only 1.6 seconds saves, but, huh. Thank you. You bought the physical PS5 version? Oh, without updates. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, that's why doing simultaneous releases like that, not always wise. They should have just focused on PC. Like, just for first, right? Focus on PC, get the game fixed, and then release it on consoles. Because you really only got one shot to form an impression. That's something that, like, as much as I whine about Silksong and blah, 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 that's something that Silksong got right, is the game working, like, on day one. Which a lot of indie devs seem to not get right. So, I mean, just a lot of developers in general, not just indie devs. Don't want to pin the blame on just the indie folk, but yeah. It's just, it's a shame to see it. Unfinished version printed on disc, yeah. It's so bad, man. Ugh. Like, devs thinking they can get away with putting out unfinished games. Oops, don't teleport out. What are you doing, streamer? Pretty crazy how much is different. Yeah. Yeah. If they had just... Yeah. I mean, at one point they definitely rushed. That's what I can say for sure. Because this version of the game still has so many issues, and you would think they would have been fixed by now, but... Nope. Nope. I mean, at least they eventually fixed the issue where you can get soft locked in the memories quest, because that's just brutal, man. You get soft locked, and on other platforms you can't revert your save back unless you're playing on PC. So you just got to restart the whole game, and that's not a good look. People are not going to restart the whole game. They're just going to quit. The save management system in this game is still not up to par anyway. Like, it could be way better. You can't copy saves between slots. You can't move saves between different slots. You can only delete. In order to copy saves, you have to use the file system on PC. Such a shame. Like, even Metroid Dread, for how bare bones its features are in that regard, even that game has copy save functionality, so... Wow, yeah, that is crazy. Do you mean different as in like they have different patterns, or they just have different HP than they do now? Or is it literally different bosses? Skill tree had lines midway linking to another weapon. Oh wow. I've got to see this early version. Sounds interesting. PS5 exclusive early version. Did you patch it already, or do you still have the original? Bosses fought differently and were super strong. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they definitely seem to have gotten a bit worried about how their game would be viewed by casuals. I say casuals, and I don't really like saying the word casuals because it's just people that play the game for the first time that, you know. Casual maybe has a negative connotation. Not a bad thing. It's just basically people that are just playing it to chill or playing it for their first playthrough. Or maybe aren't as experienced with Metroidvanias, right? Like, maybe they were afraid of the potential perception of that. But the fix, the quote-unquote fix they did with the difficulty split was such a band-aid fix. Okay. Oh, nice. I haven't seen this attack in forever. It's a good attack to see. Nice, again? Ah, I uncrouched too soon. That was close. But that was a good fight, yeah. Very nice. 1 second gold. Or a little under a second, but yeah. It's very hard for it to get much better than that. And not entirely in your control anyway. What the? Yeah, makes sense. Just making sure you didn't patch the disc, because I know on Switch, you know, sometimes when you launch the game, it's like, oh, there's an update. Would you like to download the update? And if you update it, then, well, your advantage of playing on disc is gone. Now you have the latest version of the game, which may or may not be desirable, you know? So I was just wondering if you patched it or not. Unless they just never released any patches. And did they truly just give up? Yeah. There's a way to play the. Well, you'd have to. I don't think it's within like the expected means. Like get the down patch and stuff, and it's a weird process to do it, but yeah. It's possible to play the Day Zero version still. I just haven't bothered to do so. Because the latest versions of the game have all been pretty much better. for at least for the speedruns. So, or better, or haven't changed anything substantial. So, I haven't really taken a look at the previous versions. It's a relief that nothing major has changed. Relief and kind of a disappointment as well, because they never fixed the boat bug. We have to use a workaround. The workaround thankfully makes it consistently not a problem anymore, but it's still annoying. You still prefer the day one version of the game, minus the bugs, but of course you've updated your game now. You just don't pick up fast travel in town and don't buy the cheap resting potions. Oh, fair enough. I see. Yeah, resting potions. Oh my goodness. Very funny. Yeah, they really just needed more player feedback, it sounds like, before the game released. Because those kinds of things can easily be caught in a playtest. Oh, right. I was like, huh? Okay. Yeah, exactly. You have the Switch version as well in case they pull off some shenanigans and ever at any point, you know, like if Steam disappears or whatever, or if the devs decide they don't want it to be on Steam anymore, then I've still got the Switch version forever. The Switch version isn't better than the PC version, but at least it's there, you know. Okay, nice. We can barely slide under that. It's definitely better. I was wondering about this for a while. Sadly, I'm not going to save time, but it's okay. Maybe I can save time. Oh no, I don't have a split for this, so. Well, above average. How's the Switch version? It's fine, strictly speaking, but it's just like for speedruns, it's definitely not usable, in my opinion. Especially as someone that's coming off of playing 120 FPS on PC. Going to the sluggish 60 FPS on Switch with all the frame chugging that happens when the game is loading different zones as you're traversing. Quite a mess. But again, for casual play, it's perfectly fine. Huh? Huh? Mix up. It delayed that roar pattern, and I got bodied. Absolutely destroyed. That was pretty slow. The performance is definitely better on Switch 2, but I think even on the original Switch, especially the OLED model, the performance should be okay. Time loss. The boss is definitely dodgy. Soft locked you. Oh, what the? Soft lock. That's news to me. Do you remember the circumstances of the soft lock? That sounds. if a softlock happens for that boss, that sounds like thankfully it's something solvable with a quit out. I would hope at least, but still, this is news to me. Bruh, 2 spiders missing. Okay. Dude, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like, the game's just functional. And that robs me of like a very strong farming efficiency. Oh, bruh. That's so annoying. Kill the boss and the bears stayed up. Wow. And no drops. I think it... What does its drop in the first place? It's Exotic Bomb and... No, it's just Exotic Bomb. So I guess... Because it only drops Exotic Bomb, it wouldn't be as big of a deal, but were you able to quit out? And do something about it? Like... Or did you have to, like, reset? Alright, okay, what am I saying? Sorry, ignore what I just said. I'm like no brain saying stuff. Did you have to refight the boss after loading back in, or was the boss not there and you lost the drops? Okay, yeah, quit and reload. Okay, yeah. So that's not an extreme soft lock then. There are soft locks that exist in this game, and I think that still exist, that legit prevent you from ever getting that progress. Like, just straight up. So you have to entirely reset your save file. And the soft lock that I was talking about for a kill is one of such soft locks. It won't happen to the casual player because there's no chance they're fighting a kill. Okay, you know what? It can happen. You know what? Nah, it can't happen to a casual player, but it's unlikely. I mean, by the time you fight a kill, you're probably strong enough where you're not gonna kill him and die at the same time. But if you fight him when you're able to be one-shot by his attacks, then yeah, you die while the cutscene's happening, and then because he's already dead, but the cutscene didn't finish playing out, the earthquake never occurs, so the door to the egg for freeze endings never opens, and you legit cannot progress. So, yay. Not been fixed still. I don't think it ever will be fixed. Yeah, that soft lock is like legit just reset your save file. It's horrible. It's a little slow. Hopefully we're okay. Okay, this looks like the good cycles still. Yep. Alright, excellent. Very nice. So I'm gonna lab this area a little more to recognize when I get which cycle, so I know when to go for the maneuvers and not lose too much time. Yeah, I'm gonna still get this for safety. I'm not feeling it. If I died a nether feather, then that sends me so far back down. Okay, well, things like that can happen anyway, so where it just abruptly turns around. Hey, what's up, Grape? This game's pretty, isn't it? Isn't it? Definitely recommend checking it out since you've been on a Castlevania fever. Okay, and it's over. Yeah, because of this nonsense. Wow. Wow. I'm glad I got the tree. That's why we want to kill Nether Feather as quickly as possible, because if that pattern happens, you're just dead. If you're not already dead, then you're gonna lose billion years of time, because you can't reasonably hit it while it's doing the lasers. Yeah, I must have missed a lot of damage or something. I don't know what happened there. Thanks, nice streams. Thanks for good luck, Grape. Yeah, definitely check this game out if what you're seeing interests you. I'll be running it on the marathon later, as you know. Forgot what I was doing. I do need to put this on. Oh, that's bad. Bruh. Oh, why am I so unlucky for this farm lately? Makes me want to cry. Yeah, this is so sad. You want to learn another speed game soon? Just don't know which. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd say any percent is pretty easy to pick up, especially on normal difficulty. This category, I would not recommend. At least not when you're starting out. I mean, I would recommend it like later on, but not when you're starting out. When you're starting out, it's a little cringe. But yeah, any percent's good. Any percent restricted normal. Oh, it scrolled super fast. Yay! 28 minutes behind the average segment. And my average is like pretty bad because of all these bad farms we've been getting, so that goes to show how really bad it is. The movement's not good here. The gray orb. Why does that? I need to maybe find a better kill route for this, because I feel like that wisp always, or that enemy always, like, loses me. some weird thing going on. Owl speaking. Pyro restricted. Pyro is basically any percent, but for IFRI's ending, so we just get the fastest IFRI ending. And the reason it's named as such is because we complete the endings in the field of Pyro. And then restricted is it's no major glitches with some other arbitrary restrictions. We didn't want to call it no major glitches because technically it's not just no major glitches. Like, there's some other stuff that's forbidden that is not necessarily a glitch. So I hope that makes sense. Mm-hmm. No, it's okay. It's a good question. I think it's confusing for anyone that's not familiar with the speedrunning scene for this game. There's never going to be a glitchless category for this game because glitches just happen like so often out of your control, and it would be kind of goofy to call it glitchless. Dare I say pretentious, because like there's literally never a time where glitch is not happening. I shouldn't say never, but like it's almost unavoidable. It would be unfair to have it be glitchless and then, you know, oh, a glitch happened, run invalid, you know? Like, how obnoxious would that be? Bruh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's bad. Yeah, we're gonna lose time here, I think. Maybe just a little bit of time, not too much. If I'm saving time somehow, then I'd be surprised. That was a what? How's that a gold? That was okay. The gauntlet can be optimized a lot. That means that's all that means. What's a good ending run called? For Renee, it's called the Essential, and for this, it's called the Hope. But the Hope is like almost no different from this. We shouldn't really have a separate category for it, to be honest, because it's almost the same. And there's no extra boss fight for it. Oh, actually, wait, no, I might be thinking of the wrong category. Never mind. No, never mind. Ignore what I'm saying. I think that's wrong. But yeah, for Renee, it's called the Essential. I ran that at SGDQ. And for IFRI, it's called the Journey or the Hope or something. I think it's called the Journey. Nope, how dare you. Oh, this is a slow fight if I'm getting that attack again. This attack, by the way, is the one that can cause the soft lock. So if you kill him while that attack is like finishing, then you'll get hit by it. It's so messed up. So I could have gotten hit by it if I killed him quickly while the attack was still going, but I tried to slow it down so I wouldn't get hit by it. You're like out of bounds in speed games you played because the power to difficulty scale is usually pretty balanced, except for Aria zips. Well, I'll tell you what. In this game, the out of bounds glitches completely like break this game apart. Like the game is made kind of trivialized, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if in this game, like the out of bounds glitches in this game are like basically a different game you're playing. I can show it for a little bit before I go and head off to eat. To be fair, Renee is the Essential. Yep, true. She's probably the most powerful being in the universe of Afterimage. So her going out of bounds is somewhat canonical. Yeah, I can show it for a little bit before I go. I think you'll I think you'll be interested. Great. Quite funny. Alright, and then these splits, I guess we had a gold on the gauntlet, so I'll save it. Reluctantly save it. Okay, and then let's do the out of bounds quickly. It's right at the beginning of the game, so unlike in the past, we can just show it right away. Ah, too early. Oh, okay. I need to kill this enemy, otherwise it's gonna be annoying. Too early. Too early. There we go. Thanks for GG's. So yeah, this if you wanted to ask me what's going on here, I couldn't completely tell you, unfortunately. But something like the main menu actually has coordinates on the game, so we just go into the void pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, and then we fall for about like 40 seconds or whatever, and then eventually we enter a load zone for the actual like bounds of the game, and we still won't be able to see the character when that happens. So yeah, the only way to see the character is by slashing pretty much, and I guess dashing lets you see the trail as well. But yeah, I'll keep going until we load back in. Yeah, right now we're just falling. Falling for a long time. Long time. There we go. So now at the very top of the map. And then this stuff is annoying because like you can get stuck sometimes as the game loads in more collision and terrain. We're still out of bounds though, but yeah, sometimes you just get stuck, and on Android it's like easiest to get out of being stuck. People found a way to get from here into Emerald Falls, right where double jump is. Yeah, if you wanna know that I'm not joking about where we are on the map, like okay, you just have to trust me, but this is like Heart of Veins right here, and once we get closer to the south, I think we can see the little bits of proper map. Right now, not. Unfortunately, not quite. Yeah, there's still some discovery to be done on this, but I'm not going to be the one to do it entirely. Oh, actually, this looks like the right spot. Ah, never mind. Every time. Yeah, you're not supposed to end up here because you'll get stuck after you go to the left far enough, but you can see where we are on the map, maybe? Yeah, we're like at the very bottom of Heart of Veins where you're not supposed to be. Because there's supposed to be hazards here. Actually, huh. This looks like maybe not Heart of Veins. This is like some other area. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, now we're in Emerald Falls. You can tell by the music. But we're like in the void of Emerald Falls pretty much. Yeah. And then here's where like I always get stuck. We still haven't figured out what to do from here. But on Android, you don't end up here. You can end up right where Emerald Falls is proper. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Can you do that 100% file and use super jump? I suppose I could. Maybe you know what? I'll try that offline, and then if I end up finding anything, I'll show it next time. That's a good question. But yeah, this is pretty nuts. And yeah, if you quit out, then you just go back to the beginning of the games, like nothing happened. So it's pretty funny. It's like the spawn spot. But yeah, for now, Android is basically optimal if you want to do all this out-of-bounds stuff. Because you can actually continue the run from there. On PC, we're not sure. Oh, well, on PC, you can continue the run, but we just haven't figured out the full extent of what you need to do. Yep, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Nice streams. And Grape as well. I don't know when the next stream will be, but just reminder again that the marathon runs will take place this Sunday and next Friday. So, once again, information available from !marathon and !marathon 2. The schedule for Geographics Juneteenth is on the description, but I think, again, there's no social media posts yet for the Afterimage run, so yeah, be on the lookout for when information will be posted. Yep, catch you later, Grape. And later, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. See you all the next time.